Okay, so here's a quick video on my 1953 Chevy 3100. Now, I bought it a few years ago, pretty much kind of like it is now. A lot of the major work was done to it. It does have an upgraded motor, brakes, and transmission. And I did some upgrades to it when I got it. So I'm gonna call when I got it phase one, and upgrades I did to it phase two. So you can see the truck has a natural patina look. It is natural. It's not a paint job. There is some light surface rust. I'll try to point out as much as I can, but for the most part, the body's really solid. On the outside, you'll also notice it has these wheels that I'm not a big fan of, but they're okay. And I never got around to changing them. I wanted more of a stock look, and the truck is lowered. The wheels are in good shape. The tires should be replaced, which what my plan was to change the wheels and the tires. But overall, the truck is solid, rides good, and I'll go through it now. So this is the driver's side, and again, it's all original patina. As you can see here, the gas tank was deleted, so the gas tank is not in the cab anymore. It's in the rear of the truck. It looks, before I got it, that there was this quarter panel tends to, or this corner of the cab tends to get rusted a lot. That was changed before I got it, and I could tell because of the paint. And otherwise, everything else looks pretty normal. One thing to note is this is a vintage 1953 plate from Florida. If you're in Florida and you want it and you buy the car, I can transfer that plate. So this is an original 1953 plate. As I mentioned, gas tank was moved to the back. The fill is on the driver's side. The wood in the back is not doesn't have the trim pieces. It's utilitarian, which brings me up to why am I selling the truck. I use the truck. I use the truck to go to the dump, to run errands, to do all kinds of things. I use it as a daily truck for things like that. But I bought a boat and I need a more powerful truck, and my wife said I cannot have two. As you see here, the paint kind of denotes the fact that before I bought it, they did repair that corner of the cab. There's another repair there, and again, you could see, but the truck does have a great look. Gets a lot of look. So I'm gonna go into the engine compartment now. So the engine is from a 2005 Chevy 1500 series truck. It's electronic fuel injection. It runs really well. The truck, I'm gonna add a part of the video where the truck can go 60 miles an hour on the highway with no problems. I recently had it tuned up. I got new spark plug wires. It has an aluminum radiator overfill. The alternator, I think, is new, or the water pump. We replaced something recently, and it has modern brakes. So the engine and transmission, it's an automatic. It's from a 2005 Chevy 1500 truck, and the front end, the disc brakes and the steering system is from a early 70s Camaro, which is a car that that was part of phase one, and that was how I bought the truck, and it seems to not give me any problems really. Okay, could have used a tune-up, I'm sure. Could have used cleaning up of the engine bay some. Maybe it looks pretty good to me. I mean, whenever I take it to a Saturday car show, people love looking at it just like this. It's just a surprise that this old vintage truck on the outside has a modern, and as a matter of fact, it was the alternator, which I replaced. Just looking at it, there's brand new. Now, I'm gonna show you the majority of what I did in phase two. Of what I have done is I replaced all the glass and all the rubbers recently. So that was all replaced at a shop here in Miami. Side glass as well. This vent was replaced. My wife cracked it recently, trying to close it. She forced it and she cracked it, but this was a whole new thing. That glass is new. All the rubbers and gaskets around the truck are new. When I got the truck, the gauges didn't work. I upgraded to Classic Instruments electric gauges. The temp, volt, oil work, fuel works, but I think it may need to be adjusted because when you get just under half a tank, I feel like it's running out. Speedometer works great, and that's something that I upgraded. I also here upgraded the washers to electric washers. So these arms and the engine and the motors are new. This behind here are a pair of JL Audio speakers that fit in the factory space. This is a modern radio with Bluetooth. And this is new, in the glove box and the glove latch are new. One thing to note, the headliner comes down, but I think you need to just pop it up and re-screw in this trim piece, and it would stay in. And the seat's fine. It looks like the original seat. And as I mentioned earlier, this is the steering column, automatic transmission. Also to note, turn signals and those things don't work. Horn doesn't work. Cigarette lighter adapter does work. And I guess I'll turn it on. I don't know if you could hear the notes of the engine, but turns on pretty easy. Again, it's a fuel injection car. Let's see if we can get some sounds of it. So, like I said, car runs good, drives well, and if you buy it, have any questions, give me a call and I'll answer any of them. And if you don't see anything in the pictures that you really want to see a close-up of, let me know and I'll take those photos as well. Good luck.